All right, we got this R6 Mark III. We're gonna get a durability test. Let's see how durable it is. If my idea for this intro worked, you're probably like, yo, what the heck was that? It is AI from Artlist. This was easy. I just made my video clip saying what I needed to say and went to the last frame of the clip and made a screen grab. I went on my Artlist Max account and selected the AI video, chose the new clean AI model and uploaded the screen grab. Then I wrote out a simple prompt, and I could have got a lot more in depth, but I wanted it to feel like it could have really happened. And then I took the video that it generated and added it into my video editing program with a few tweaks. The AI on Artlist can be fun and potentially crafty in any type of project you got coming up. The new Clean 01 model can take 2 images and transition them in crazy ways, like these 2 photos made a video clip of me. And these 2 screen grabs from a music video made a really cool transition. This is where I could see AI fit into my workflow all the time, transitions. Artlist is offering holiday sales of 40% off AI annual plans and 20% off max annual plans. Plus, you can still get 2 months free on top of that using my link down in the description. Happy holidays from Artlist and your boy. By the way, this song you hear right now is from Artlist too. It allows me to monetize my YouTube videos. Link in bio. I have low-key been struggling to make videos lately because I'm just not having fun and I don't feel fulfilled with it, and I didn't want to do Vlogmas. I just straight up didn't want to do it from the heart. I know sometimes I can push myself through things and make it happen, but recently I made a last minute commitment saying that I was gonna do Vlogmas, and I low-key had like an anxiety attack. And shout out to my boy Kurt and shout out to my boy YC for both hopping on calls with me and helping me talk it through. But I came to the conclusion that I just didn't need to do Vlogmas. I didn't need to vlog every single day of December. It's supposed to be fun, and it didn't feel like it was gonna be fun. And I low-key felt guilty because I felt like I should be doing things with my son and giving him the time and attention that I was gonna be giving to YouTube and random people all over the world. And that's just me being real. I'm very grateful for my YouTube channel, and I appreciate all of you, all the people that have subscribed and, you know, support the videos whenever it's beneficial for them, I guess. But I also value myself and my time. And over that, I value my son and his feelings and his time and his well-being. So I'm sure you feel me and you can understand where I'm coming from when I say I just didn't want to do Vlogmas this year. So we're past that. Now back on the topic of me not wanting to make videos. I haven't felt good about making videos. I feel like I've been forcing a lot of videos out. I feel like I'm obligated to make things because people are waiting on me and to see what I got going on. But the truth is, and the reality is, I don't want to be talking about cameras and gear. Ironically, I'm getting a camera today to check out, but that's for me. I don't want to be talking about camera and gear every single day of my life. I've been doing it for over a decade. I'm not like a new upcoming creator that is out here trying to get subscribers or followers. I don't even care about that. Honestly, I'm just making things for the people that are already tuned in. It's not like something that's burning inside of me to achieve. I've already achieved a lot of goals over the past 10 years, and I've made a lot of videos and photos to be proud of. I think that gets overlooked. Every day I'm trying to like one-up myself from yesterday or anything that I've done, and I've done so many good things, it's hard to one-up it. It's like, how do I do something different or better when I've done all these cool things already? So I don't know, I'm just in a space where I'm evolving, and I think going through a transition into something else, a new passion or something else, because I've kind of reached a peak. Anyway, I am going to pick up the R6 Mark III, brand new camera that just dropped, and I want to test it out because I am currently using the Canon R5 right now. This is my main driver that I have, my only big camera that I have right now. After going through different cameras and selling cameras, this is what I have. I'm like unhappy with the R5 some days. I feel like in low light the autofocus hunts a lot. I also feel like the log profiles are very inconsistent. Some days they work, some days it's very hard to get it to where it should be. And I see a lot of my friends that have Sony have such an easy time getting their colors in their grades to a beautiful place that they like. And I've always been able to make great things with Canon up until like R6 and R5 dropped. I feel like even the EOS R, I feel like I made cool things with. So it's just been weird. Like I've been making it work. I've been getting it to a place, and even looking at my stuff back, I feel like it doesn't look terrible. But in the process of making things with this camera, or you know, the R6 or the R6 Mark II or the R8, in the process of making things with those cameras, I do feel like over time I have not enjoyed how things look in the moment when I'm trying to get it to where I want it to be. Whether that's the, you know, grade, the contrast, the blacks, the whites, or highlights, and you know, certain colors, tweaking certain colors on skin tones or blues. Just the whole process, when I'm in it in the moment, it feels like I can't control the colors and the grade or exposure the way that I want to. And I don't know, just seeing people that use Sony, even my friends or just people on the internet sometimes, you know, stumbling across it, it seems like it's so easy to just even just throw a conversion LUT on and then tweak it a little bit, and it's at a beautiful place. I don't think that Canon's conversion LUTs are good for like the R5, R6, any of those logs. I feel like it's always different. It's always inconsistent. I never feel a consistency of definitely colors, but even like exposure sometimes. I don't shoot log a lot, to be fair, and the reason is because of that. For one, I've always just used neutral picture profile and used my Creative Ryan LUT that's on my store to color grade all my vlogs and a lot of music videos and a lot of the things that I do. And it's like, it works, it can work, but there is that feeling that I have where I want my blacks to not be so crushed, and I don't want my highlights to be blown, and I don't want too much contrast sometimes. Sometimes I want it to be like a soft contrast, if that makes sense. And it's hard to get it to a place that I feel consistent and I could, you know, consistently use it. Anyway, I'm rambling. I just have all these feelings built up right now. Vlogmas did not fall through. I'm not wanting to even make a video right now. There's so many weird things going on right now. It's also raining. It's a moody day, which I'm happy about. I love moody days. I can just vibe out. So I just need to get over here to Aperture, pick this camera up, and let's start talking about it. Let's see how it is. I want to definitely test the log, but I just want to give y'all my first impressions of getting the camera and like what I think about it. So all right, here we are. We have the R6 Mark III in all of its glory. There you go, you can see it right there. It feels just like a R5, low-key. R5 Mark II a little bit in a way too. Got this nice viewfinder, that's nice. The screen seems a little small. If you can see, it's got like that black panel down there. Kind of makes it feel like it's smaller. It doesn't use the entire screen. It's got the tally light right here like the R5 Mark II, which I like, and kind of like this new sleek body design like the R5 Mark II as well. I see the S and F mode as well right here on the dial. It does feel good in the hand though. I do like that. I'm excited to test this out. What I'm looking for out of this camera is good low light, better coloring, C-Log. It does have C-Log too, so we're gonna try that out. I want it to be able to take good pictures, and I also, number 4, don't want it to overheat. So those are gonna be 4 things that I try out. I'm not gonna try them all out in this video. They're probably gonna be separate videos. Even though I don't feel like making videos right now, they're gonna be separate videos because I am interested in how this works, and I'm gonna be testing it anyway, so I'm gonna make videos about it. So we're kind of doing a little bit of Vlogmas style stuff. But first thing I wanna do is compare this Canon R5's neutral picture profile right here with the R6 Mark III. So we're gonna switch over to it right now. All right, I don't know, y'all tell me if it looks any different. I can't really tell on the screen. It looks clean. It's probably coming from the 7K sensor since I'm using 4K fine. Does it look different? Does the colors look better? Does it look any sharper? Like, What's going on? I'll tell you the differences that I noticed. There's a red tally light showing me that the camera is recording, which is cool. The colors do look a little bit more vivid on the screen. The highlights seem to look good, but again, I'm only shooting in neutral picture profile right now with the contrast all the way down and 5600 Kelvin, same that I was shooting on the R5. Another difference is I can use the whole area autofocus while using eye detection or subject detection on auto. So it's focused on my eyes right now while using the whole area. And let's see how fast this autofocus is. Oh wow, it's kind of slow. Maybe I gotta cut the speed up or something. It's a little slow right there, but I guess I'm trying to see how fast it will switch. But I think the settings are kind of slowed down so it doesn't look abrupt, I guess, while filming. I guess you got to kind of understand which autofocus settings you want to use depending on what scenario you're in. All right, here's what I've been interested in figuring out how this works. I'm shooting in open gate right now, which it's in long GOP, but there are some options that I don't even understand yet, so I have to look into this. But the full screen is being used and it looks like a very wide perspective. So I think I can go vertical or I can go widescreen easily while shooting open gate. This is something that I've been curious about because I've never used it before, and I know a lot of other people are curious about it as well. So the R6 Mark III, shooting open gate with a neutral picture profile, 5600 Kelvin right now. I'm not shooting raw or anything, but I don't really know what's happening. I gotta go do some research and see what's even going on with this camera and check out how the footage looks. I can't tell you, hey, this camera's fire, this footage is fire. I don't know. I gotta test it. I wanted this video to feel natural and like a real first impressions video and not just some fancy polished up video for y'all. So I've also been just shooting neutral picture profile because that's typically what I would shoot if I was making vlogs or video like this. I definitely want to test the log. I did cut the C-Log 2 on and then I cut the assist on, and through the screen it looked mad washed out still after adding a Rec 709 assistant LUT. So I don't know how that's gonna look, but I do know that I did like the way that this neutral picture profile colored down from yesterday when I picked up the camera. I also think that the colors and stuff look good through the screen as well. It's nice and crispy. I am using a 16mm f2.8 STM, and I was using the same lens yesterday, which this is a very cheap lens. It's not gonna be like your 15 to 35 RF 2.8. It's not gonna be like those real nice red ring lenses. So this cheap lens is still performing pretty good in my opinion, just like the R5. It looks very similar. I just think that the reds on like the skin tones and like, yeah, the reds in general, magentas in the picture aren't as bad as the R5. I think on those colors on the R5, the reds and stuff can be really high, but on here, I feel like it's a little bit more natural. So good job with the colors on the R6 so far with the neutral picture profile. It is noon right now, but I'm about to take the camera out and get some stuff. I'm about to just go mob around, have fun with the camera and shoot some more log footage and test out that log. So I don't really know where I'm at with this video, but the first impressions have been cool. I've been using the R6 Mark III a couple days here in a row. I went out yesterday and I got a lot of C-Log 2 footage during the day, and then I got some low light tests, and I'll make those into their own separate videos. But ultimately my first impressions, the R6 Mark III might be one of the best cameras alongside of the R5 Mark II. The C-Log 2 looks really good, and coloring down some of the footage that I tried is really easy to grade compared to like the C-Log 3 or regular C-Log in the R8, the R5, the R6 Mark II. The R6 Mark II and the R8 have a lot of noise in the C-Log 3, and then the R5, the colors just, I can't get them to where I want them in an easy way. And I'm not trying to make it easier. I want it to be fast where I can manipulate and control my colors and my exposure to where I want it to be in an easier way, if that makes sense. Like you want to be able to get your blacks or your blues or your oranges or your reds to where you want them easier. You want to be able to control them when you're shooting stuff because you don't want it to look unpleasing. So with that being said, the C-Log 2 coming out of the camera, I've been enjoying coloring it, and I'm gonna put, you know, the footage out, and I'll probably do like a whole review on this camera at some point coming up soon. But I want to continue using the camera every day and testing out different things. Today I've been testing out the neutral picture profile. I did a vlog all day today, so that should be coming out. I went to link up with my boy Tony. He was shooting some Super 8, and I was just basically vlogging, a day vlogging with the R6 Mark III. The camera has not overheated, and I'm excited about that because that's something that I was curious about, because I am considering buying this camera. I did rent it from Aperture Rent. If you want to rent the same camera, I think they have two R6 Mark III bodies. They might have another one in stock right now, but there's a link down below you can use and a code to get 10% off if you want to go rent it. This is not sponsored, just trying to help you out. But ultimately, this is my first impressions on the camera. I think it's dope. I love the design of it. I love the tally light. The battery's been lasting long. No overheating, and there's been no overheating meter even pop up, which is something that I was worried about because the R8 and that overheating bar popping up was anxiety, pure anxiety. But I'm gonna continue testing it, so stick around and subscribe to the channel if you wanna see more about this R6 Mark III, because I will be uploading in the coming days about different things. If there's anything that you wanna see, I think I said that before earlier in the video, make sure you comment it down below and let me know what you want to see. Okay, I just finished editing this video that you just watched, and I had to tap in right here at the end to tell you exactly how I feel about it compared to everything else that I typically use, and just a quick little overall wrap up. After editing this video, the colors on the neutral picture profile I really like. And like I said, that's what I shoot with the R5. That's what I've shot with the 1DX, the EOS R, even the R8, which is something that I really liked. I came to love the R8 recently over the past like year and a half, 2 years. In comparison to the R8, in comparison to the R6 Mark II, and even in comparison to the R5, I think that this camera has very sticky autofocus in low light, which I learned last night. The autofocus was hitting even in the dark. My R5 has a rough time in the low light. It doesn't lock on. It's always like hunting and breathing. This one was locking on very good, and you'll see that in upcoming videos. Compared to the R8, the other cheapest full frame, I think, camera that Canon offers right now with all, its most recent specs, I think that it's way better. This is way better, and you should go for this if you're thinking about the R8, or if you have it, I think it's a great upgrade, even from R5 or the R6 Mark II. Reason for that is the C-Log 2 is way easier to color down than that C-Log 3 in the R6 Mark II or the R8. It looks way better color, it's way easier, and I think it does look way better color grading down the C-Log or C-Log 3 coming out of the R5. Having the option to go 7K open gate is great. I don't think that I would use it that much, but if I wanted to, having it is nice. But I think the most important thing for me is this neutral picture profile that I just colored down in this video. It was very easy. I could lift the blacks and it didn't look bad. If the highlights were a little too blown, I could just bring down the highlights or the whites a little bit and it looked good. Even dropping my creative Ryan LUT, which is what I always do in my videos, it looked good. I didn't need to tweak much at all. Maybe like the yellows a little bit, but that's just personal preference. If I can vlog every day and not have to go into a deep dive color grading session and I could just do neutral picture profile, I love that, and it looks good. If I want to go a step up and go extra flashy and cinematic filmmaker mode, then I can use the C-Log 2, and it's coloring down nice. Even with the conversion LUT in Final Cut, I was using that, and it brought it back to a great space where you could add contrast and color to it and tweak colors, and it was just a lot easier. Like I said earlier in the video, I did rent this from Aperture Rent, but I am really considering just buying this camera and using it for, the next months to come, or maybe even all of 2026, just to, make content with it. And I think I'm enjoying it a lot. Like the past couple days have been great. Even vlogging today was fun. Like it's just, I really do like this camera. I need to try the S&F mode. I was trying to kind of mess with it, but I don't know for sure what I'm doing completely yet. But having the S&F on the dial, where you can just go from 24 like this straight into like 120s and just film it and then go right back to the manual mode and have 24 frames per second. I like that that is right on the dial. I need to figure it out and try it and test it out. I also want to use some of my better lenses. I've been using this cheap 16 lens and I am not mad at how it looks. I think it looks great, but I would love to try like a 50. I would love to try my 24 Sigma Art. I love that lens. I haven't even put that on here yet. So I'm just trying to test one thing at a time and keep it very genuine and real, a real world review from top, from bottom to top. Hopefully you enjoy how I'm doing this and you haven't clicked off the video. If you made it all the way to the end, then you're a real one, and that means that the video it's worth it. But this is for me. I am testing all these things specifically for me to see if I want to buy the camera, and I'm already leaning towards buying this camera. One thing about me is I want to have one camera body. I really don't want to have a bunch of camera bodies. I want to have one that I can rely on for everything. I just don't want to go out and have a ton of stuff. And I know everybody's situation is different. I know a lot of people are in it for filmmaking. A lot of people need vertical and horizontal footage, and it's just a lot of different things. But for me, this camera's kind of checking the boxes. Having the 7K open gate if I need it, having the C-Log 2 for bigger paid projects with clients or brands is nice. Having the neutral picture profile works so good to where it's making me feel like I could actually use this and not have to worry so much about maybe, you know, colors being wonky or highlights or shadows being messed up. It's checking the boxes for me. The time-lapse mode has looked really good. The photos have been coming out really nice. One thing I do say is I don't think the pictures are as sharp or great as my R5 photos, but I think that the colors of the photos are easier to get to where I want them. So it's mad meticulous details that I'm into, and if you're into that, then maybe you like this video. I don't know, but that's how I'm rocking. I look at everything. I'm pixel peeping, I'm looking at colors. I want it to feel right. I want it to feel good again. I want to be able to create and have fun while I'm making stuff. I don't want to be second guessing anything. So that is why I'm going so deep into this specific review this year, or at this time when this R6 Mark III is dropping. Hopefully you liked this video. If you did, slap that like button. Subscribe if you want to see more stuff, man, because I'm gonna be dropping more about this camera when I feel like it. This is kind of making me like making videos right now. It feels good. Like I feel like I'm doing this for me. So yeah, peace.